What is up, guys? It is MMA Propaholic, and I am back for another full card for a UFC breakdown and dropping my bets to you guys. And yeah, we got UFC 318. I really looked at like going into this card. I didn't really like it for a pay per view, and I still question some of the main card. But I mean, when I actually went into tape and I taped these fights, I think this is a really fun card. I think there's going to be a lot of violence. I think there's going to be a lot of fun fights as well. Like even the opening fight, I think it's going to be pretty fun to watch. And following up, I mean, my God, I mean, Max Holloway versus Dustin Poirier 3, it's gonna be a movie, man. I'm really excited. But yeah, guys, we can get into the first fight. We got Carly Judici versus Nicole Caluari. And yes, if I mess up the name, I messed up the name. I literally practiced those two. I practiced Nicole's last name like literally for like 3 minutes prior to coming on the show. And of course I screwed it up. But yeah, guys, I like Carly here. I think she's gonna win this fight at a pretty good clip. She's minus 300. I actually parlayed her around like minus. I think I parlayed her minus 265. And yeah, I like her here, man. Her volume and her pace and her striking, the different variety of striking style that she has against Nicole is going to be pretty significant here. I don't really. I think she's like Harley's going to be better. Defensively as well. Like even on the fence, she was able to like get Hernandez up there a pretty good amount of times and land big elbows. And Fernandez is really physical. She's probably one of the more physical specimens of this woman's division. And yeah, I don't really like Nicole winging overhands. I don't really think her wrestling is that good, but if she gets on top, maybe she can get like a mean armbar. It's women's MMA, but really outside of that, I think she's gonna get cooked in 2-3 as well. I think the pressure and the pace of Carly is gonna break her. And Carly has only been doing pro mixed martial arts for like 3 years now. I know she's only 4-2, but you could have given anyone that Ernesta fight, man. That Ernesta fight was a banger. I was one of the I think probably one of the best woman fights on Contender Series. I didn't really remember any other significant ones, but yeah, I like the Carly side here. I don't mind people playing her 2-3 sprinkles. I don't really recommend parlaying her at minus 300 though. Like, I mean, she's actually minus 335 now. That's kind of a pass for me. I got in a little bit early, like earlier in the week at minus 260, and I gave that to my Discord, and I will be linking that as well in the description below once I'm done with the video. But yeah, guys, let's move on to a better fight. We got I'm not even a better fight. I mean, this whole card is actually pretty good, but yeah, I think first fight's actually a banger, man. I really do think Carly's gonna cook her, but yeah, we can move on to the next one. I mean, poor Jackson McVeigh, man. We got Jackson McVeigh versus Bruno Ferreira. And yeah, what am I gonna do with Bruno Ferreira minus 650? I don't see any value in that line at all. Like the guy's a power puncher. He kind of like just waits to like wing overhands. And I went back and actually watched the Phil Hawes fight, and I've seen McVeigh's like actual amateur fight against this guy Griffin, and I actually think McVeigh is pretty sneaky with I think he's gonna get judo thrown, but if he gets judo throw guys and like Ferrara goes to be like get up and gives up his neck, there's a really good chance that this guy McVeigh could jump a dar. Sorry guys, but yeah, I think McVeigh, man. I don't. There's not a lot of tape on him. The only extended fight is his amateur fight against Griffin, and he looked pretty gassed on his back. He wrestled the whole first round, had him on the fence like the first minute and a half. And guys, if you know like amateur fights, they're only 3 minute rounds, and I mean, in the second round, he looked pretty damn tired. I didn't like the look of that, but this guy's pretty dangerous in the clinch. He's got good knees. He's got really good elbows, and he's pretty powerful at range as well. And you see, he got a standing knockout in the regional scene as well. But I mean, Bruno Ferreira is going in there, man, knocking out RoboCop, and that win is aged extremely well. But it's like, what am I gonna do with minus 600 when the guy's going in there against Stolfus? As I know Stolfus is a better fighter, but he's still a minus 285 favorite, and he's dropped. I had a bet on Stolfus there, guys. And I was just, I mean, I that fight was crazy, but there was a point where Stolfus actually had the back, and I thought he could have choked him out, and he actually went for a front choke, guys, but he didn't end up getting it. But where my angle is going is I took a little shot on McVeigh sub one at plus 1800 earlier in the week. I don't know really where the lines are right now, and I can't really tell you guys because best fight odds. I don't know what the hell you're doing. Wake up, best fight odds. You guys suck. I don't know what happened, but yeah, and I don't really know I didn't even really check what the line was on other books, and I don't want to like stall time and do it right now. But I don't think that's a bad sprinkle, guys. I also parlayed the under 1.5 with Carly money line earlier in the week. I still actually kind of like that parlay. I know I said before like Carly's a minus 330 favorite, but if you guys can get like lower than like minus 305, I'd probably parlay that, to be quite honest with you. But yeah, I don't see this fight. I don't see this fight getting out of the first round. I think someone's either gonna get nuked. I think Ferreira can really get meme subbed as well, guys. There was instances in the Phil Hawes fight where he went for these judo throws and he gave his neck up to get positioning. And this guy McVeigh's got long arm, man, and he's really opportunistic with these front chokes. I mean, just look at the way he jumped on that Darce in the LFA fight. I mean, he jumped straight on it. The dude is sneaky with his submissions, and that fight against Griffin I was talking about, guys, he got a submission off his back, and I know Ferreira just he tends to be a little bit of a bonehead, and yeah, guys, I mean he's even going in there against Abus, and he's rocking him within the under 1.5. Like he rocked him with like 3 minutes and 40 seconds left in the second round, and there was no pace to that round at all. And I just McVeigh fucking brings it, man. He just really hasn't ever seen extended minutes in the UFC. So I mean, money's actually came in on the over, which stuns me. I don't know what people have balls of steel to play the over here. But I think this is a good under 1.5 to parlay, man. I got minus 255. I see a minus 240 out there. I would definitely use that as a parlay piece, guys. Um, but yeah, it's more unlikely going to be a Bruno Ferreira knockout. I'll pick Ferreira. I'll pick Ferreira to win by a knockout in the first round. But I did put point 10 units, guys, on Jackson McVeigh sub at plus 1800 round one. Can move on to the next one, and I already know I'm going to get so. I've already been called crazy in my Discord. Like, prop, don't do it. I'm like, guys, hold me back. I'm like, somebody hold me back from doing it. But yeah, guys, I parlayed Ryan Spann. I think I'm like one of the only people that have parlayed Ryan Spann this week. I see a lot of people. I've started a lot of people like just kind of giving this guy shit, and I understand. He didn't look good in physical shape in the Waldo fight. He came in pretty overweight, and in the walk they were actually saying that he didn't want to cut weight anymore, and he just like you could just tell. Like I don't know if he even really trained for the fight. But his IG, there hasn't been anything on it now. But I mean, guys, he's facing one of the worst heavyweights. Not one, like the worst heavyweight in the division, Lucas Bresky. And yes, he beat Walter Walker. Yes, but guys, Walter Walker wrestled from the very second of that fight, and he was in dog shit shape. He was overweight, and we've seen how he's looked now, guys. In great shape, winning 3 heel hooks in a row. I mean, he came in the shape he's came in the last 3 fights. He's getting Bresky out of there at the same time. And I mean, I think Ryan Spann's gonna fuck this guy up, guys. Like, I think Lucas Bresky, like, he's kind of harmless. Like, I don't think he's got power. Like, the only thing I give him is volume. But I mean, his get up game isn't bad as well. But Spann's not like he's not gonna go out there and wrestle for 15 straight minutes like Walker. Like, if Spann connects on the chin once, guys, like legitimately, I think he could put Lucas Bresky out. And I know I'm a little bit crazy, guys, but I mean I think he has the minute winning upside. Like you could say anything about that Anthony Smith fight. Like I know Anthony Smith, he's retired now, but I thought he won that fight by decision. I kind of thought he got robbed, and he had Anthony Smith dead, guys. And we've seen Anthony Smith like meme his way to getting hurt and just going to decision on numerous occasions. So I mean, I think Ryan Spann is going to beat this guy, man. I don't really see where Lucas Bresky has any advantage over him anywhere. Like, what is he gonna do? Like, survive the adversity and then end up beating him by decision? I don't see it because the guy doesn't have good cardio. Like, even against Lucas Bresky, like the guy had his tongue out and he was trying to act like he had his tongue out, guys, breathing like a dog. Like, and I'll say one thing about Cortez Acosta, guys, he's looked really good on his run recently. And I mean, he's fighting Sergey Pavlovich now, guys. So it kind of shows you where his career trajectory is heading. And Lucas Bresky is 1-5 in the UFC, guys. Like after the UFC saw Ryan Spann's performance last time, they're like, "All right, Ryan, like we're gonna throw you in here against one of the most dog shit fighters in the division. Like, go out here and win, or like you're done." And I mean, if Ryan Spann doesn't win this fight, guys, I would be stunned because if this wasn't a heavyweight Ryan Spann that looked like shit last fight, I think he's a minus 365 favorite here, or like at least a minus close to minus 400. Like, I don't understand. I understand why it's minus 218, but I thought the line was going to move, guys. I really did. I parlayed him in what I said, minus 218. You guys can get minus 210 out there. And I think I like round one as well. I see round one knockout is plus 360 on FanDuel. I like that. Is it possible he gets an opportunistic sub? Yeah, but this guy Bresky, man, like getting flatlined against McParkin. I mean, come on now, bro. Like, really? In his last fight, I mean, Kennedy, of all people, Kennedy Nzechukwu is knocking you out in the first round. I mean, that's just crazy, guys. He's a slow starter, and the pace was slow as hell in that fight, too. So, yeah, give me Ryan Spann by knockout in the first round here. And I think he's a good parlay piece. I hope people call me crazy because he's going to end up killing and nuking this guy in the first round. But we can move on to the next one. I actually got a good one here. I'm interested to see this fight. We got Jim Crute versus Marcin Prachnio. And yeah, guys, I mean, Prachnio is 37 now. He's a karate style fighter, and he likes to laterally move on the outside and throw his kicking game. That's where he does his best work, and I don't think Crute's going to let him do that. I think Crute's going to get in his face early, and he has a huge takedown upside early, especially like the guys going out there taking down Menafield, just kind of like Menafield guys. Like, if you guys have seen Menafield's takedown defense at the UFC level, especially in the Walker fight and the C fight, guys, he has good takedown defense, man. And Crute was going out there and he was throwing him around. And, I don't think Prachnio's got the power in his hands to let Crute respect him. And, I went and saw the Anthony Smith fight. I mean, guys, Anthony Smith threw 2 leg kicks and Crute's leg was gone. I mean, it was gone. He was done. And yeah, I mean, I think Jimmy Crute can submit him early. I actually have him by submission in the first round plus 575 for a quarter unit. And I have the under 2.5 guys at minus 115. I gave it out earlier in the week as well to my Discord. And I played that for 1.15 units to win a unit. And yeah, exactly what I just said. I mean, guys, you can watch the Modestas Bukalkas fight, man. I mean, there's actually a point where Prachnio wobbles him with that crazy head kick in close. But guys, like, there are so many instances where Bukalkas like actually was attempting a Kimura, which Jimmy Crute has Kimura and Paul Craig, guys. Like, if you're Kimuring Paul Craig and Vitor Petrino is going for a Kimura on you as well, even like guys, he almost had a straight arm bar at one point, like a straight arm lock. And you don't really see that. It's how bad this guy Prachnio is off his back. He doesn't have any grappling at all. And it's like, guys, Jimmy Crute is nasty. He's got Ola Chasek, and he got Paul Craig out of there with it, and he goes for it really frequently as well. And he had Bellato in full mount and dead in the last fight as well. I don't think Prachnio survives like that, especially getting knocked down. Like, I think Bellato, one thing about Bellato, guys, he's extremely durable, and he has heart, and he's really tough. I don't think Prachnio has that. And yeah, I think he has a finishing upside with leg kicks, guys. I really do. And I think if Jim Crute goes to the takedowns early, like it's the same thing with the Ryan Spann fight, guys. They're trying to give these guys wins. It's pretty obvious. Like, I really think that if Jimmy Crute gets him down, guys, early, I think he could Kimura him. I think he can arm triangle him. I think he can rear naked choke him. I think he can submit him however he wants. Like, you're going out there, guys, and I know Petrino just got a sub, but guys, he subbed Austin Lane just now. And then Modestas got his first win by sub in the UFC. And Petrino got his first win ever by submission on his record. So, it just kind of shows you, like, Jimmy Crute is actually relentless with these submissions as well. And I'm about to check right now, actually. But I think he has, let me check. Yeah, guys, he's got 3 wins in the first round as well out of his 4 wins by submission. I know the last 2 fights of Prachnio when he's gotten finished have gone over. But, I mean, Petrino had him numerous times and had him in mount within the second round, especially in the first round. And you just saw, like, when Prachnio just deals with physicality, he kind of just tends to break himself. I think he gets mentally broken, especially because he's just on the outside trying to throw kicks. Like, that's going to tire you out when a guy is frequently trying to go for takedowns. So, yeah, I'm picking Jimmy Crute, guys, and I'm picking him to win by first round submission. We can move on to the next one. I hope I don't screw up the name. We got Adam Fugit versus Islam Duladev. Oh, God, definitely screwed it up. But I'm just going to call him Islam. But he's not Islam Makhachev, guys, so don't think we're talking about Islam Makhachev. For you guys who ever just listening to UFC breakdowns for the first time ever. But yeah, I don't like this fight for Fugit, man. UFC is clearly setting up Islam here. This guy, man, I mean, go watch his tape, guys. It doesn't take long. It took me about 30 minutes, and this guy's pace is insane, man. He's fast. He's accurate. He's straight with his shots. He's athletic as shit. He goes for front chokes at a high rate. And I think I really think the UFC assigned this fight because they watched the last fight of Adam Fugit. What's Adam Fugit's favorite weapon? That left kick to the body. He throws it naked. He doesn't put anything behind it. And if this guy Islam lands a straight shot on him when he does that early, which I really think he's going to do, I think he's going to put Adam Fugit out. I think he can knock out Fugit early. I know everyone's like, oh, well, Fugit's durable. He went 3 rounds with Michael Morales. Guys, I think that I'm pretty sure that was Morales' second fight in the UFC. And I know that Fugit took him down, but I don't see that happening here. This guy Islam has got good takedown defense. He's got really opportunistic front chokes. And guys, Mike Malott threw like 2 kicks to the body in the first like 10 seconds of the fight, and Fugit was hurt bad. This guy Islam goes to the body with kicks at a high rate as well, and his fans are fast, man. He's got 10 of his 11 wins by finish inside the first round. And you see his inside the distance is minus 360. Like, why am I going to pay inside the distance at minus 360 when the guy has what 91% of his wins coming inside the first round, and you're getting the number at like 46%? I'm doing this on top of my head, guys. I hope I'm right. 46% at plus 110. So yeah, I put a unit on Islam to win inside the first round. It's plus 110 on Bet Rivers. I know there's like a minus 105 on Bet Online. I think there's a plus 100 on DraftKings as well. But yeah, I don't like this fight for Fugit, man. I don't really think Fugit's gonna crack him either. This guy is a madman, guys. Like, he's gonna go for the kill early, and I think he's gonna. I'm telling you guys right now, I think he's gonna put him out with a right left hook. When Fugit throws that naked body kick, man, I think he's gonna get knocked out in round one. So yeah, not a lot to say here. So it's my massive favorite. We can move on to the next one with another massive favorite and then another name I'm probably going to mess up. We got Atiba Gaiutar. I think I got that right. Versus Robert Valentin. And yeah, guys, I think this fight is gonna be a car crash, man. This guy Gaiutar, man, like his hands are like bricks. And guys, go watch one of the knockouts on the regional scene. He feints a right hand and goes high with the left high kick and just absolutely obliterated his opponent. And the one thing I'll say is I don't like this guy off his back though. He doesn't have too much to offer. And like on the Contender Series fight, like whenever he gets, it was weird because he got put up on the fence and he was just looking at his corner like, what do I do? I don't know what to do. And Bisping called it out as well. I don't really think that's a good look. And there's one thing about this guy Valentin is he is absolutely like opportunistic with his finishing rate, and he fights with crazy pressure, guys. Like, he is willing to eat one in order to land one. And it was shown in the McCory fight, guys. Like, he got rocked really bad. He got hit with, like, I think it was like a left hook, right hand, and McCory was going for that finish, and Robert was able to just get the judo throw, take him down, and immediately got him into side control and was able to get a nasty Kimura. Like, guys, if he gets this guy Gaiutar down, which is a really good chance because Gaiutar, he looked patient last fight. But guys, like, there's one thing about Jose Medina. This dude is tough as shit. And Medina was trying to play it off and call it on, but you saw when Gaiutar hurt him, guys. He just went for the kill. And I think Robert is hittable. But one thing about Robert, guys, is he's a crazy madman in round one as well. And I see him on regional scene drop people and just go on top and just beat them up with elbows, keep trying to pass position, hunting for submissions as well. Like, he's got a couple of rear naked chokes. I think he's got six submissions on his record, and Gaiutar's got 0. And guys, they have the sub on Robert like at what plus 1,200. They have the sub at, and they have plus 1,200, and they have the sub on Gaiutar at plus 900. Gaiutar has no ground game, so I don't really understand that. He's got 0 subs versus Robert, who's got 6 subs. And Robert's got a bunch of different type of submissions. He's got arm bars, he's got rear naked chokes, he's got Kimuras, like he's got a guillotine on his record as well. So the guy is really opportunistic with his finishing. And guys, he had Ryan Loder like fully. I understand it was in a scramble, but he had Loder, who's a really good wrestler, in full mount. I had a bet on Loder there, guys, too. And he was ground and pounding him, and he hunted for the rear naked choke, man. He hunted for it. So it's like, I don't understand. Like, This guy can go out there, and when he gets hurt, he goes to the grappling as well. If he gets on top of this guy early, or even gets on top of him in general, I think he's really live to submit this man. I really do. Like, I took a point 0.10 unit shot on sub 1 plus 1800 earlier in the week. I put another point 0.10 units on sub at plus 1200. And I took the under 1.5 at minus 110 early in the week. I gave that to my Discord. And it's I'd honestly play that under 1.5 guys up to like minus 160. I don't see why it was even at pick'em. It actually took so much steam. It was at like minus 200 and it dropped. And I was able to get it at peak best price for the under range. And yeah, I priced the slide around minus 160, guys. Like, this fight's going to be a car crash. I just explained why. I mean, this guy, Utar, is an opportunistic finisher as well. He's not even just powerful, guys. He's really fast. And if he lands on Robert early, he's going to go for the kill. But like I just said, guys, if Robert gets hurt, and we've seen it on the toughen up fight, he gets on top. I really think he's live for a submission. He's got the huge jiu-jitsu gap. So, yeah, we can move on to the next one. But I am picking, I honestly, guys, screw it. I'm gonna go with Robert by first round sub. We can move on to the next one. See what we got now. Computer's taking a minute. We got Francisco Prado versus Nikolai Varenikhanov, and it's like you guys wonder how I would get that name right. But yeah, it's because I have a bet on him, and I don't want to sound like an idiot coming on the pod and screwing up the guy's last name. But yeah, guys, I put a unit on Varenikhanov at plus 120. Plus 122. I got him at. I don't really, guys, like, outside of youth and dirt and like being like tough, I don't see how Prado's better at MMA than this guy. I understand he's 12 years younger, but I like Varenikhanov, man. He's actually got really solid striking. He's strong up on the fence as well. He's much bigger for the division. He's a natural 170er. And Prado lunges in for all his shots. He doesn't throw anything straight. And guys, he has a 9% takedown accuracy rate. Like, his takedowns suck. He goes for a single leg every time. And if he does it here, he's just going to put himself into a spot up against on the fence where Varenikhanov can just hold him. I think Varenikhanov is much better at range. And it's like, you look at the last 3 losses Varenikhanov has, I think all those guys beat Francisco Prado with not a lot of like problems. Like, you know, you're seeing Prado going out there getting out wrestled against Jamie Malarkey. Like, you're telling me that Vanderford wouldn't take down Prado and beat him up? You're telling me that Michael Morales wouldn't beat Prado up? You're telling me Danny Barlow wouldn't beat Prado up? I think Danny Barlow could beat Prado up. And, you know, I thought Varenikhanov won the Danny Barlow fight, guys. I thought he won. I really thought he won. I actually kind of thought he got robbed. And, you know, Barlow could say what he wants, and he broke his hand in the first round. Like, enough is enough. Like, if you broke your hand, still, it's an MMA fight. Anything can happen at any point in the fight, especially in the first couple of minutes. And, yeah, I think Varenikhanov is just a better fighter in general. I'm a little bit shocked that this line still hasn't closed down yet. I just don't really think Prado's that good, man. Like, outside, even his competition losses, they're good, but like, he's not winning any minutes, guys. Every single win that Prado has is inside the distance on the regional scene. And it's like, he doesn't win minutes. You could just tell, like, even in the Matthews fight, he didn't really win any minutes there. And I think Varenikhanov is good at range, as I said, guys. Like, he's good. He went out there against Michael Morales and won round 1 on the feet, guys. Like, Michael Morales had to wrestle this guy and take him down because he felt the threat on the feet. And I like how this guy's actually been at King's MMA for a solid amount of time now. You know, you saw the Dariush game plan. Like, they planned around the fight. And I really think they're going to plan around the fight here for Varenikhanov. I think he's going to use his range. I think he can land the more damaging shots. I think he could take down Prado. I've seen Varenikhanov use wrestling on the regional scenes as well. So I wouldn't be shocked if Varenikhanov got him down. He's going to be the much stronger guy here as well. I think he's going to land the more damage. I think he's better at range. I think he's just a better fighter in general. Prado just really hasn't proven anything to me. I think Prado's a fun fighter to watch. Like, even the Yatman Zaitar fight. Like, look how that win's aging now. Like, Yatman Zaitar just got flatlined by Michael Johnson. Like, he got absolutely flatlined and he looked like shit. And Zaitar is not a minute winner, guys. And he was jabbing up Prado. Like, he was literally jabbing up Prado. That's one of Varenikhanov's best strikes is the jab. And he throws good body kicks as well. So it's like, I just think he's the better fighter. I'm a little bit shocked he's the underdog. I thought going into tape I was going to be on Prado. I really did. But I came out the result to play Varenikhanov. But I'm going to pick Varenikhanov to win by decision here. Can move on to the next one. We got Brendan Allen versus Marvin Vettori. And yeah, I think this is a good one. I mean, 2 years in the making, man, since their absolute brawl in the casino. But yeah, I mean, credits to Marvin Vittori, man, and like, sorry for his passing, man. It's sad to like, especially lose your brother on fight week. I think the dude is an absolute warrior. I think he's a good guy as well. He's got so much heart to come here and fight this week. He could have opted out. But I don't really like the whole narrative thing going around with him. Like, he says he's going in there to be killed or be killed. He was kind of talking about having a couple more fights left for retirement as well. I didn't really like hearing that either. And, there's one thing where I think there's a huge gap in this fight, and it's the grappling. And, Brendan Allen, guys, I think he's a much better jiu-jitsu guy. I think he's a much better grappler here. Do I trust him at minus 200? No, not really. Like, Vittori can have moments on the feet. He rocked Cannonier in the first minute of that 5-rounder. And I mean, guys, he took so much damage in that fight. I mean, I don't know how anyone could really come back from taking that much damage. And Vittori, he rocked Dolitze, guys, but I mean, he lost pretty convincingly. And the thing I didn't like about the Cannonier fight, man, I know it was after he got rocked numerous times, but he was getting taken down easily, and he was giving up his back. Like, give up your back to Brendan Allen. Like, I think Brendan Allen could have numerous opportunities to submit him, and I'm going and I'm looking at the guys who Brendan Allen is submitting, guys. And, I mean, guys, he's submitting Jocko, who never, I don't think Jocko, I'm looking right now, guys, Jocko was never finished prior to that. Like, Brendan Allen is, oh no, he's been submitted. Jocko's only been submitted twice, guys, in like 32 fights. And he's submitting Andre Muniz, who is an extremely high level black belt himself. He's submitting Paul Craig, who's not easy to submit as well. And, he took down Imavov early in the first round fresh, and he was doing damage on him. But I know he didn't take down Imavov the rest of the fight, but now we know where Imavov is fighting, especially at the top of the division right now. He's fighting Kyle for a title contending fight. And guys, he had Fluffy. Like, I had Fluffy last fight, and I will tell you, like, I remember watching the fight live and just sweating my ass off the whole time because Brendan Allen, guys, if Brendan Allen is jumping rear naked chokes to submit Fluffy Hernandez and putting him in deep attempts, why can't he jump Marvin Vittori's neck and try to submit Marvin Vittori? Like, every single Brendan Allen fight, guys, there's so many scrambles and there's so many opportunities for it. And I even went back and I looked at Vittori's record and I'm like, who's the best jiu-jitsu guy in the last 5 years that Vittori's faced? Because I'm going to read you guys his fight since 2020. Because I really think it's a great point to make, especially a guy who's not going to really wrestle offensively. Jack Hermanson took him down on 2 times. I went back and watched the fight. And he gave up his back in that fight as well. And I know Hermanson doesn't really go for RNCs. Kevin Holland, not a wrestler. Izzy, not a wrestler jiu-jitsu guy, obviously. Paul Acosta, not a wrestler jiu-jitsu guy. Whitaker, not a wrestler jiu-jitsu guy. Dolidze, in the first fight, didn't wrestle, struck with him the whole time. Cannonier took him down, as I said, not a high-level black belt. And Dolidze in the last fight, he shot 1 takedown. That was it. Beat him on the feet. So the point I'm making, guys, is I think Brendan Allen is one of the more higher level jiu-jitsu guys, especially grapplers, that Marvin Vittori is seeing. And the whole narrative point of saying, I'm going in there, kill or be killed, I'm going for the kill. Like, and I know it's a hard loss, guys, at what he suffered, but with his brother, but I think he has a lot of mental stress, obviously. I mean, anyone would have mental stress, man. And I think it could play a factor here, sadly, man, especially with the jiu-jitsu gap, the grappling advantage. I know Vittori's got 9 submissions on his record, but he's not submitting. He's not submitting high class jiu-jitsu guys like Brendan Allen is, man. And if Vittori even wants to try to wrestle here, I think Brendan Allen can scramble at him and take his back. So, and Brendan Allen, guys, he has numerous round 3 submissions, and he's got multiple round 1 submissions, multiple round 2 submissions. I'm about to read them out, guys. He's got 6 subs in the first round. He's got 5 in the second round, and he's got 3 in the third round. He's 14 guys of his 24 wins come by submission. So it's like, why am I not going to take plus 500 here? I put a quarter unit on plus 500. And yeah, I'm going to pick Brendan Allen to win by submission in the second round, guys. I haven't heard a lot of people being on Brendan Allen this week. I know there's a lot of love for Vittori, and I understand on the money line perspective. But I think Brendan Allen's going to take his back, and I think he's going to submit him. I don't know if it's a hot take, but that's what I'm saying. But picks Brendan Allen by a sub, too. You can move on to the next one, closing out the prelims. An absolute banger. We got Kyler Phillips versus Vicentes Oliveira. And if you guys saw my breakdown earlier on X this week, I went with Kyler Phillips. I did so much tape on Kyler Phillips, guys. I went back and watched the Song Yadon fight. Rock Song Yadon with a head kick. Like, Song Yadon, sorry for the burp, guys. Excuse me. Manners. Always have manners, guys. Gets you far places. Don't be a slob. But yeah, went back to the fights. Watch the Song Yadon fight, and he rocks him in the first 3 minutes with a head kick, and Rogan's like, how did he just eat that kick? And I mean, Kyler Phillips, guys, he is fast, and go to the Paiva fight. I know Paiva, he completely gassed, but guys, he knocked him down 3 times in the first round. And I went back and watched the Barcelos fight. He knocked down Barcelos early with a right hand as well. And he was a minus 220 favorite to Hani Barcelos, guys. And look at the run Barcelos is on right now. Pedro Munoz, you're going in there, guys. And this is a point I made too. Like, you're going in there. You're out calf kicking Pedro Munoz. Out calf kicking Pedro Munoz, who doesn't normally get out calf kicked. Like, he was beating O'Malley with it. And guys, he was winning the fight against O'Malley prior to the eye poke. And Kyler Phillips went out there and beat 3 shades of shit out of him and rocked him bad with a knee. He hit him with a lot of knees in the clinch as well. And he rocked Pedro Munoz in the first round. And guys, I'll say one thing about the last fight. Rob Font faced him in a smaller cage. All he got told was to go in there, wrestle that guy. That was the whole strategy. Like, literally was to go in there and just take him down. That was the whole, because they saw the Sandhagen fight. So I didn't blame him. I didn't blame the corner at all. Then they told him in round 3, just go out there, get a single leg. That's all we want. We just want the single leg, which I thought was stupid. I thought that interfered with where this guy is at best, and that's on the feet with his style, his movement. Vicentes Oliveira, he's so defensively irresponsible. The Sopaj fight, he was losing up until he wasn't. Sopaj on 3 days' notice, guys, by the way. Sopaj is a great fighter. But I think Kyler Phillips has been here much longer, faced a much better opposition than Sopaj as well. And, guys, he was a plus 165 underdog against Said Nurmagomedov, guys. And Said Nurmagomedov is coming off a 2-year layoff, doesn't have the respect in the hands like Kyler Phillips has. And, all he wanted to do, Said Nurmagomedov, was go in there and throw kicks on the outside and just not, like, really get hit at all. And, guys, the guy had, like, an 11% takedown accuracy. He's going out there and he's taking down Vicentes Oliveira. Like, I didn't think it was a good look. I've seen Oliveira get stuck on his back, especially in the Sopaj fight. And guys, the thing about Ricky Simone is he was a plus 185 underdog there as well. And one thing about Simone is, guys, he's pretty stationary. He doesn't have the movement of Kyler Phillips, and he doesn't mix in the weapons like Kyler Phillips. And I mean, guys, Kyler Phillips on his top day, guys, I really think could fight with anybody inside the top 15. I really do. Like, the guy is so talented, man. It's just the cardio, and everyone's been talking about all week. Oh, his cardio sucks. He's completely gassed against Fon. He gassed against Paiva. And, yes, he did. But he's a massive favorite in these fight, guys. He's a plus 150. I capped him at plus 150. I bet him at plus 150. And I put my breakdown on X earlier this week. And I'm shocked. I got a lot of shit for it. I thought a lot of people were going to like it, but I mean, no, not a lot of people like it, man. Vicentes Oliveira has a lot of aura, has so much KOs. But the dude, man, like, you go in there and watch the Said fight, like, the first 2 leg kicks of the fight, the guy's showing reactions. Kyler Phillips, and as I mentioned, guys, Kyler Phillips out calf kicked Pedro Munoz. And rocked him. Like, I really think he can knock out Oliveira in the first round, guys. It would not shock me at all. I think he can knock him out early. The guy's going in there and having round 1 moments against Song Yadon, Pedro Munoz, Barcelos, and these guys are veterans. Like, these guys are defensively actually responsible. They're responsible and have high guard. Oliveira swings from his hips, guys. He doesn't set up his strikes with a jab. He sets up his strikes with a leg kick. Everything is set up with a leg kick. If he eats early calf kicks early and he can't set up the shots, he's gonna put himself into takedowns as well, guys. Kyler Phillips has a blast single leg. He has very opportunistic takedowns as well. Like, taking down Barcelos is impressive. And he's defending Hani Barcelos' wrestling. I don't see Oliveira taking him down the way he took down Said Nurmagomedov. And Said Nurmagomedov put himself into two of those takedowns, just throwing stupid spinning shit. And as we know, what he does all the time. But I'll give Oliveira his credit, though. He had a cracked rib going into that fight. He stated it. He said he couldn't sleep for 10 days. And the kid has confidence, man. He called out Umar Nurmagomedov. The guy's got so much confidence. And ceiling's high for the guy. But I think this is the toughest fight on his resume so far, man. Kyler Phillips is legit, man. You beat Song Yadon in a 15-minute striking fight. You're saying plus 150 against a guy who's been an underdog and pick him to Sopaj. Like, I think it's insane, man. I think it's just complete recency bias. And, money's came in on Phillips. I still think Phillips is a good play up to like plus 110, guys. I really do. So yeah, I'm gonna pick Kyler Phillips, and I'm picking Kyler Phillips to win by first round knockout, guys. As I said, I played it for plus 2,000 on Bet Rivers for 0.10 units as well, on top of the money line. I think there's a really good shot he puts out Vicente Oliveira, man. We can move on to the next fight on the main card now. We got Daniel Zellhuber versus Michael Johnson. And I thought I was going to go into tape and take a shot on Michael Johnson, but there's just no way I can bet Michael Johnson here, man. I think he's going to get knocked out. I think it's going to play out just like the Malarkey fight, And the thing that really stood out to me is like Daniel Zellhuber is so opportunistic with these club and subs, and Jamie Malarkey drops him with a left hook right hand in the last 20 seconds of the first round. And what does Michael Johnson do? He goes for a single leg and puts his neck in a terrible spot. What happened in the Yagos fight, guys? He rocked Yagos with a right hand, and what did Yagos immediately do? The same thing as Michael Johnson. And what happened? He got front choked. So that wouldn't shock me here. And Malarkey was rocking him in the first two rounds, man. I know he dropped Malarkey, but it's like, everybody drops Jamie Malarkey. But, yeah, guys, I watched Zellhuber, and I watched that Venata fight. And, Jason Herzog, shame on you for not stopping that fight. I really thought the fight should have been stopped. I remember watching it live and thinking it should have been stopped. But I had Zellhuber moneyline minus 130 there. So I wasn't really that mad at all. And, guys, he beat up Prado. Prado is extremely young and tough, as I said. And the Ribovics fight, man, he was landing such good shots in the Ribovics fight prior to, getting absolutely rocked. Actually, people don't remember that he dropped him with an elbow prior, and he landed really good follow-up shots after the elbow. And the thing about Johnson is his age is going up, his durability is going down, and he's going against a guy who has I think is much longer. He's younger. He's got more speed. I think he's gonna have more power. And I saw somebody absolutely shit on me for playing Zellhuber inside a distance. And I don't think the guy understood that. He's like, minus 625? Like, bro, I played inside a distance minus 110. I'm not backing up minus 600. So, learn how to read, buddy. But, yeah, I think Zellhuber is going to beat him up, man. I think the jab is going to be the best weapon for Zellhuber here. He's got such fast hands, and his pressure in 2-3, guys, he gets out right out the gate. He just has so much confidence, and he knows I saw his Instagram, guys. He said he has been tweeting that he is going to knock it. He actually posted a video back in March of Michael Johnson getting knocked out with 2 overhand rights. So, with the Ferreira fight and the Emmett fight. And I think Zellhuber is possibly can replicate it in fashion, man. I really do. I think the ceiling's high for the kid. I know he lost his last fight, but Johnson, he knocked out a Zaitar, but he didn't even I thought round 1 was close, man. Zaitar was landing good shots on him, man. He really was. And Zaitar doesn't set up shots like Zellhuber. He doesn't mix in weapons like Zellhuber. And Zellhuber's recovery is absolutely elite, guys. It's probably one of the most elite recoveries at the UFC level. He got rocked in the Yagos fight as well, guys. And then he just ended up winning round 2. He lost round 1 to Yagos, but round 2, he absolutely dominated Yagos, man. So, yeah, goes in there and has moments against numerous guys, almost gets to finish numerous times. Minus 600 favorite. You get him at minus 110 to win inside the distance. Why would I not play that against a guy in Michael Johnson now? Finished in 12 of his 19 losses professionally. Getting up there in age. Getting rocked left to right 2 years ago against Jamie Malarkey, of all people. Yeah, give me inside the distance on Daniel Zellhuber. I'll pick him to win by second round knockout. But I think sub is live. I think knockouts live, and I think both of the conditions are live in any single round, guys. This is why I just played inside of distance. I didn't want to get too pretty with it with crazy sprinkles I've already had on this card. But we can move on to the next one. Dan Ige versus Patricio Pitbull. And yeah, guys, I think Dan Ige is gonna knock this man out cold. I mean, man, Pitbull getting up there in age now. He's low volume. I don't think I don't think he's gonna have that much wrestling success here. And he just goes to the leg kick a lot, and Ige does a good job at checking the leg kicks. I don't really see how Pitbull is gonna win moments here. I think Ige has all the moment upside, and go back and watch that Kennedy fight, guys, right before he gets to the UFC against Yair. He gets rocked bad. Like he flies up against a fence and got rocked with a left hook. That's Dan Ige's best weapon, the left hook. I mean, we've seen it. We've seen him flatline opponents with it, and I mean, I think he's going to be much slower Pitbull as well. And I mean, you go back and watch that last Ige fight, man, against Woodson. He's just going after it, man, every single second. He goes in there and drops Lerone Murphy bad in round one as well. And I mean, guys, if he goes out there and fights like he did in the Lerone Murphy fight, he is going to put Mauricio Pitbull out. The one good thing about Pitbull is his fight IQ, though. I will say that, but I don't really see how he's a much of a minute winning upside here. Besides, like taking this guy down, calf kicking him on the outside, and trying to avoid the power and speed of Ige, which I think is going to be really tough. And something else to mention, guys, like Ige has dropped and knocked out numerous opponents with the 1-2. That's exactly what Yair dropped Pitbull with in the last fight in the third round. With the hands, not even the leg kicks, not even with the high kicks. So, yeah, guys, I think Dan Ige is going to put this man out. I don't know what round it's going to be. Could be round one, could be round two, could even be round three like the last fight, but I think he's going to put Pitbull out, guys. We can move on to the next one. You got Kevin Holland versus Daniel Rodriguez. And yeah, I mean, I touched Kevin Holland at minus 395 and parlayed him with Span. What a trustworthy parlay. That's how crazy I am. But I like the both of them a good amount this week, guys. The UFC has given them both setup wins. I mean, Daniel Rodriguez, he didn't look great against Ponzinibbio. I really don't think he did prior to the knockout. And I had a bet on Ponzinibbio there. I was pretty pissed off. But yeah, I think Kevin Holland's gonna beat this man up, bro. I don't really have too much to break down here. I mean, I was there live watching Kevin Holland versus Luque, and I mean, he just got much more power. He's got much more reach. He's opportunistic with the stub. Rodriguez is high volume, but I don't like. I could see like Neil Magny was going out there rocking him on the feet and having bad moments against this guy. Neil Magny doesn't really like rock people. I think Kevin Holland touches him up, man. I think he's gonna knock him out. I think he's gonna submit him. I don't know which one it's going to be. I think sub is live. Honestly, it's not a great number, but I mean, if you guys want to take a plus money prop, I would actually probably take a shot on the sub. It's a good chance Rodriguez just like goes versus England and just gets Darst. But yeah, guys, I would not touch Kevin Holland minus 500. I would just much rather. I didn't play Holland inside of distance. I touched him at minus 395. But I would rather play Kevin Holland inside of distance at like minus. I think it's minus 135 on FanDuel. But yeah, we can move on to the next one. I actually got a good amount to say here. So we got Paul Costa versus Roman Kopylov. I posted my bet on Paul Costa earlier in the week at plus 225. I mean, how is Kopylov? Kopylov's going in there last fight against Chris Curtis, guys, and like, there's one thing about Chris Curtis, like, I don't think he has a lot of power, and he was in there rocking Kopylov in round two. Sinner is a minus 425 favorite in round two. And, you know, one thing about Paul Costa is he fights like a motherfucker, especially early. The guy has 3 decision losses in his career. 2 of them are in 5-round fights. And the only 3-round fight, guys, he's lost a decision to is Robert Whittaker, guys. Whittaker. And it's like, I don't see Kopylov finishing Costa. I really don't. I've seen people say that this week. I don't see it. Costa's so tough, man. He's durable. He's better in these wars. And I think Kopylov has 2-3 finishes, guys. But the dude slows down, man. It's there. He slows down on the tape. And, I mean, I just think Costa can really get in his face. He's faced much better opposition. And, you know, like, guys, let's just read Kopylov's last 5 wins, okay? Like, I'm gonna read actually his last 4. It's loading right now. Claudio Ribeiro, an LFA fighter now. Josh Fremd, cut. Almeida, pick him to. And all he did in the Almeida fight was wrestling. Everyone's like, oh, well, he knocked down Almeida. Almeida threw a blind leg kick. That's how he got knocked down. I don't think that's happening with Costa here. And Almeida can't stop a takedown to save his life. I think Costa's going to stop the wrestling of Kopylov if he tries to wrestle. And the Chris Curtis fight, which is really close. I mean, he was probably going to get the decision win, but it was pretty close going into that third round. And guys, I just think Costa, man, like I really think he can put it on Kopylov, guys. Like the one thing about Costa, and I watch his tape, is he pressures. He's got a good jab, and he was hitting Whitaker hard with the jab early as well. And I think that right body kick is going to be there a lot in this fight because Roman fights southpaw, guys, and he's always circling to the body kick because he wants to land that left hand. I think that's going to be a huge weapon for Costa as well. And it's like once he does that and he gets him on the back foot, I really think I really think he can break Kopylov, guys. I really do. And I'm picking Costa to win by decision. But like if I know a lot of Kopylov's the one finishing people in 2-3, man, but I think it's live for Costa. I take the Strickland fight out of capping here, man. I really do. It was a 5-rounder. I mean that fight being there live, it was just an absolute abomination, man. I mean that fight sucked complete ass. Shame on you too for that one because I was there live. But yeah, man, I like Paul Costa here. Maybe people find me a little bit crazy. I didn't really actually receive that much hate for that one. Thought I would get a lot much hate. But I'm looking at his tapology now, guys. Like his last couple of losses, the Vittori fight, the crazy weight miss, beat Luke Rockhold, and everyone's like, "Oh, he's eating punches against Rockhold. He's eating body kicks." I mean, that fight was an elevation, guys. And what did he do? He took down Rockhold. He took him down. Would it shock you if he took down Kopylov? Like, it really wouldn't. If he could take down Rockhold, I think he could take down Kopylov. And in the Whitaker fight, like the minutes were close in the Whitaker fight. Like there was a shame on you for a 30-27. Like I had plus 3.5. Shame on I don't know what your judge name was. I forgot who you were. But personally, this is my message to you. But yeah. He was fighting close that whole fight, man. He hurt Whitaker bad at the end of round 1 as well. Had him completely wobbled. So yeah, guys, I'm going with Paul Costa, and I'll pick him to win by decision. We can move on to the main event though. If you guys obviously if you guys are here right now, drop a like, comment, tell me what your guys' favorite bet is of the week. Tell me how many of my bets you guys like. Tell me how much you hate them. I don't really care. But you guys can tell me whatever. I don't care. Obviously, I'm interacting with any of you guys, even if you're a hater, if you like me, or if you want to beat me. No, I'm just joking. But we got Max Holloway versus Dustin Poirier. And yeah, man, I'm on Max Holloway. I bet him at minus 115 about like I think a week and a half ago. Guys, I taped this fight like a week and a half ago, so if my mind doesn't really sound fresh on this fight, I'm sorry. But yeah, I like Holloway here, man. I know Poirier coming at the end of his career. And everyone's gonna go to the first fight and say, "Oh, he rocked him. He had him all over the place." Yeah, he did, but that fight was 7 damn years ago. And Max Holloway was not a 155 at the time, guys. He was like in the prime of 145. And yeah, I mean, I just and Poirier's just coming down to featherweight for that fight was insane. The guy's obviously going to carry much more power at featherweight than Holloway, and I think that's what gave him the problems in that fight was the power. I don't see it. Maybe you can give him problems here, but I don't see it, guys. I mean, guys, he absolutely whooped Justin Gaethje's ass, and I think Gaethje won round. I thought Gaethje won round 1 against Poirier, and Poirier knocked him out pretty cleanly, and Poirier got knocked out clean with the head kick. I think Max is gonna have more pressure than Dustin here. I think he could put Dustin on the back foot here. And I really I only think the only disadvantage for Holloway here is power. Like outside of that, I think he's going to land more volume. I think he's going to land more clean. He has the trajectory of his career going in the direction of staying at 55 as well. And his best performance of his career, I know, is the Calvin Kattar fight, but let's talk about recent ones. Was the Justin Gaethje fight, guys? He dropped him in round 1 with a spinning head kick, or a spin and landed to the chin, right up on the chin. He hurt him to the body bad in round 5 prior to the knockout of the sensational overhand right knockout. And I think a fight that really like stuck out to me was the Hooker fight. I actually went back and taped it, and Hooker was going for that kill, man. And that was Hooker back then being like the young gritty guy. I'm gonna knock you out, Dustin Poirier. He wasn't really humbled yet, and I mean he was rocking Poirier bad, man. He really was, and that's what made me bet Gaethje against Poirier too. Like it really did. I didn't expect the head kick knockout to happen. But yeah, guys. I mean, Islam was like I remember. I think Islam's a good striker, guys. Don't get me wrong, but he's not on the feet. He's not on the striking of Max Holloway. Islam was touching him up on the feet, guys. I know you could say it was the wrestling that negated it and negated Poirier's volume, but yeah, guys, it's like even in the Chandler fight, he's getting rocked in round 1 against Chandler. I know Chandler's got massive power, but his last 4 fights, like they kind of play out like really close. And I don't think they're like as high volume strikers as Max Holloway, especially like putting him on the back foot as well. So I like Max here. I think he's gonna out volume him. I think he's gonna put him on the back foot. I think he can rock Poirier as well, guys. Like to say Max Holloway can't rock him and people are ruling it out is pretty insane. These guys are both durable as shit, man. Like they are so hard to finish. Taporia is the only one to obviously ever do it. And if Dustin KOs him, he will beat Max Holloway in all 3 ways. Hey yo, pause. But that is but yeah, I like Max here, guys. I do. Sorry if I sounded a little bit rusty on that breakdown. If a lot of you looking forward to it, I taped the fight like a week and a half ago. I don't really remember like the exact moments of tape because I taped so many fights after that. I taped so many fights after that. It's just easy for me to lose it. But yeah, guys, we're at 50 minutes on the video. Yeah, that's it. I broke down every fight. I gave you guys every single bet that I have for UFC 318. I'll be dropping the link to my Discord in the description below as well. I'll be dropping the link to my X profile as well, where I post and break down my bets as well. And yeah, I'll give you my third party track bet MMA on Bet MMA tips. And yeah, guys, I haven't actually, and guys, I'm always honest, like I'm always 100 with all of you, but cause I don't hide my losses. I don't hide any of them. I post them all. And guys, it's been my first 3-card winning streak. I would say in about like a year and a half. So yeah, I'm proud of it. Hopefully we can get a month streak because I actually haven't had that in a minute as well. But I always keep it real. I'm not gonna be like I'm not hiding from my losses. I don't make fake because I know there's a lot of people out there. They track random fucking promotions, which I think is so stupid. Sorry, you tracking fake lines like that shit. I find that to be insane as well. I'm not calling out names, but I know who you are, and you're not who you think you are, and people know who the fuck you are. So stop hiding behind a camera and doing that stuff. Like, come on now, man. Like, I just don't like it. And then you charge people money for your picks, that as well. Like, come on, man. Really? I just find that to be insane, man. I'm not taking a shot at anyone specifically because I know there's people that do it as well, which is just pretty insane. Like I guarantee you, like Dan Levy said it perfect earlier in the week. He's like, I can't wait to see how many -110s of Roman Kopylov that are tracked on the Paul Costa fight. Because I looked at Bet MMA, like, shame on you for tracking that line. I absolutely shame on you because that line was there. I saw the line on DraftKings. That line was there for 35 seconds. 35 seconds. 35 seconds. I just think that's insane. And people want to give me shit for tracking down Ige KO plus 400. I gave it to my Discord. I have the slip, and I tracked the slip before the KO moved. So if you want to say shit to me, I'm right here. But yeah, guys, that's the end of the breakdown. That's the end of all the bets as well for UFC 318. And yeah, guys, see you guys next time.